is to introduce you to a young woman who has been a patient at Rady Children's Hospital, who can best describe what it means to be a patient at Rady Children's Hospital, but the importance of having a hospital that's dedicated to kids. This young woman is no regular kind of patient, however. This is a lady who, after being a patient, said she wanted to give back and became a fundraiser. And I'm not going to tell you a lot about what that means. She will in just a minute, but I can tell you this. It's so impressive that Channel 10 gave her the prestigious Channel 10 Leadership Award for the work that she's done. Her name is Keri. Please welcome her.
Hi, my name is Keri. I'm 11 years old and in 6th grade. The summer of 2006 is a summer I will never forget. My family went on a 2-week vacation trip to Israel. That was really great, except for the part where the war started the day we got there. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. At the end of the trip, I got sick. It was no big deal. The doctors thought I had a simple virus, but 2 weeks later, I was on my way to Rady Children's Hospital by ambulance after my mom thought I had a stroke. In the ambulance, I received a small stuffed animal to hold. And in the ER, I received another one. Even though I was really scared, they made me feel better. What you need to know is that a few months prior to this, I had asked my mom if I could do a fundraiser. She told me that I couldn't bother the neighbors and raise money without knowing who I was raising the money for, and that maybe the summer would be a better time. When I received the stuffed animals in the ambulance in ER, I thought that at the very least, I could gather up a pretty good collection of stuffed animals for other kids in the hospital to cheer them up. Within a few hours, I was having life-saving brain surgery as a result of a sinus infection that traveled to my brain. The risk and severity was huge. A 10 out of 10 to Dr. Meltzer, my neurosurgeon. Fast forward a few days, the doctor said my recovery was a miracle. Once I got to the ICU, I was very busy. I normally like to watch TV and hang out, but there was no time for that in the hospital. Not only were my friends coming to see me, but there were all kinds of things at the hospital to do. My mom joked that it was like running a summer camp for me. There was the most amazing storyteller, and then there was the face painter, the magician, and the baseball players. And then there was the other days dogs were allowed to visit, like the one I have at home. I also had a lot of fun doing arts and crafts in the playroom. Melinda always came to tell me what was going on so my nurses could help me get there. When I got out of the hospital after 9 days, I came home to a great homecoming of all my neighbors. My family asked how the hospital was. To my mother's amazement, I said the hospital was really fun. At the time, I still had 53 staples in my head from ear to ear and a PICC line in my arm. While I was in the hospital, a friend gave me lots and lots of beads and everything I needed to make necklaces and bracelets. I decided that I could sell them and raise money for the hospital. I ended up making over 100 pieces of jewelry in the hospital and at home. My parents set up an online auction to sell them. I ended up raising $7,700 with my jewelry fundraiser. One night when I was in the hospital, I joked that I wanted to go to the movies. I promised I would come right back. Of course, they couldn't let me. But that gave me a bright idea of bringing the movies to the kids in the hospital. This past February, I was able to deliver a portable movie system to the hospital that included a projector, a DVD player, a Bose sound system, a big portable screen, and dozens of new DVDs for the kids to watch. I also bought some individual DVD players for the kids to use in their rooms, and lots of Beanie Babies. I even had a little extra money after all of that, so I gave $1,818 to Liam's friend at the hospital. 18 is an important number in Judaism. It means life, so I gave double life. My hope with the movie system is that the kids can have a little fun while they're in the hospital watching movies on the big screen. The feedback I have received is that the kids adore it, so that makes me really happy. I am just one person, and this is what I was able to do. You are a much bigger group, and I know that all together, you'll be able to make a big difference in the lives of children who find themselves in the hospital. So on behalf of all the children that will benefit from your work, I say thank you.
I told you she was an ordinary patient.